Hello and welcome to Lunchtime News. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. We'll dig into it. The Commissioner of Parliament, Mathias Mpuuga, has reaffirmed his commitment to the National Unity Platform Party and dismissed any possible intentions of leaving. Mpuuga was addressing the media at Parliament.
Questions and speculation have been on for as to whether, where and when I am going. I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm here to state that I'm a founder of NUP, like you are aware. I did not join NUP, but I was part of the founding blocks of NUP, where I serve as a deputy president in charge of Uganda. I am also here to reaffirm that I'm not leaving NUP, a party I founded with colleagues, consciously, and I'm not here to do anything to destroy or kill it. At least I'm not invited to do so at this moment. At least nobody has moved me to the level of even thinking about deserting a party I founded. That should be understood. So whoever thought that they're hounding me out of NUP, I'm here to assure them that whichever indiscipline, mismanagement, mischievous maneuvers we are going to be in. If you are a leader, a full soldier with voted data to abuse and insult, you insult me from within. And I'm here for keeps. I've seen a copy of a letter circulating on social media. The owner of the copy is visible from the bottom of the letter. The letter is addressed to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament. And I'm only informed of the contents by copy. I will not respond to that letter. Except to restate my position as communicated earlier to the party and the nation, that I affirm the fact that I confess no wrongdoing, whether in law or elementary common sense. The position of the law has been clarified to whoever wished to understand, but not to deliberately slander, and those who know deliberately wanted to slander me, or to gain short-term political capital out of the current situation. My commitment has never waned. That I'm not and shall never be part of any form of corruption. I've never been indicted of corruption. I am never corrupt, and nobody will invite me into corruption.
Now, under its transformative MTN Change Makers initiative, MTN Uganda has refurbished and equipped a former detention center, turning it into an ICT and youth center through the Takao Karamoja project. The $20 million project includes the provision of computers, internet connection, and furniture. Nabila Tuk, RDC, Chaine Senjojo, officiated the event.
Uganda in the launch of this ICT project for Nabila district under the initiative of Tochu Karamoja. Today I'm honored and privileged to hand over this ICT facility that is going to help the young generation here to be able to train in ICT-related skills. This program is under Changemakers program, which is an initiative of MTN. It is worth 500 million, but targeting organization and SBOs, 25 NGO and CBOs, which are ready to invest in ICT to be able to share the shared vision of digitalizing Uganda for development and the progress of Uganda and Africa at large. Tochi Karamoja approached and competed for this facility on behalf of Nablatuk, and I'm happy they won it. This is just the beginning. These 4 computers and the furniture that has been donated is just the beginning. More will be able to come through. Besides this, there are more that will be coming through, particularly schools, if they can pick interest in it and show commitment to be able to maintain such a facilities, they will be able to get.
Here in Nabiratu, this is unprecedented. It marks a great stride in the social transformation of Nabiratu district, and I think to some extent Karamoja as a whole, because where this kind of service, the arrangement has not been with us. People have not been well organized into productive and useful activities like this one of learning. Now, in terms of symbolism, I say that this marks a new dawn in the transformation of Nabiratu, because where we are now, this facility was in 2022 a detention facility for the criminal raiders.
The information, even to apply for jobs for our youth that have completed school, can apply jobs online and get employment. So this is a very good initiative for our Karamoja. And in our schools, also now it will be translated now to other schools. Interest school children from wherever, from the sub-counties, they will always come and say, I think you want to get information, you just come here and search for information that is helpful for your education. And hopefully this will encourage, motivate also the learners to be at the youth center instead of going on the streets. Because it is a very convenient and a good thing.
All right, the Ugandan security agencies have heightened vigilance of VIPs and sensitive installations amidst the reemergence of ADF terror threats in the country. The beefed-up security is based on the confirmed intelligence that ADF remnants entered into Uganda with suspected intention of targeting VIPs and critical government installations.
The UPDF and other sister security agencies' intelligence confirmed the resurgence of ADF terrorists through the western border of eastern Congo. This has fostered the enhancement of border patrols and stringent checks for those entering and exiting the country.
Our joint security agencies of police, UPDF, in coordination with the joint intelligence components of CMI, ISO, Crime Intelligence, are actively monitoring our external borderline with DRC, following the infiltration into the country of a few notorious ADF rebel leaders.
The Police Directorate of Counter-Terrorism has revamped the services towards protecting VIPs and sensitive installations. The preliminary security intelligence indicates that these ADF remnants are targeting prominent people in government.
In particular, we would like to caution all our security personnel to be very alert, and including those who are manning VIP installations, protecting politicians, and we want to warn any of those persons who will be found harboring or collaborating with these remnants of ADF rebels to know that they will suffer consequences.
Intelligence teams have been initiated to counter any re-establishment of ADF cells in different communities.
But we want to assure Ugandans that, like we've always done, we are doing everything within our means to locate these remnants of ADF who filtered into the country with the objective of disrupting their mobility and proliferation within the country.
The memorable attacks of the ADF were made on the Central Police Station, where people lost lives, and the other one was that of the twin bombing at Parliamentary Avenue. Meanwhile, police registered 4 deaths in mines and quarries. These occurred in mines of Kasanda, Namutumba and Nachifuma, and all are attributed to illegal mining without safety precautions.
There are no safeguards in form of rescue equipment, electricity, constant supply of oxygen. There are no lifeguards. The walls have fractures from blastings and easily collapse when there is a vibration or from weights above.
Police Minerals Protection Unit is instructed to reinforce existing mining laws and regulations to save the lives of miners. Patricia Nandago and Abdunasir Lumwama for UBC.
Efforts are underway by locals and marine authorities to recover the bodies of 2 women who drowned in Lake Bunyonyi in southwestern Uganda. The incident occurred on Sunday when their dugout canoe boat capsized amidst heavy rains accompanied by strong winds and hailstorm. The rough conditions also claimed the life of an infant whose body was found afloat.
Lake Bunyonyi, with an estimated depth of 900 meters, that is 3,000 feet, and 29 islands, holds a significant place in Africa's lake systems. However, for many residents relying on agriculture, cross the waters daily to access their farmlands. But 2 women and an infant died last Sunday, March 24th, due to harsh weather conditions. The deceased have been identified as Naturinda Rachel, Kesande Lehonelia, and 5-month-old baby. At the scene of the incident, Stephen Kabarebe recounted hearing cries for help as it rained. He rushed and saw an overturning canoe. Attempts to rescue the victims were hindered by rough waters, and Kabarebe could not save the victims. Chigezi Sub-Region Police spokesperson Eli Mate acknowledged the incident and assured ongoing efforts by Marine Police and locals in the search operation. The chairman of the Murandi village, Elidad Kalanzi, confirmed that of the 5 individuals aboard the canoe, 2 survived. Georgia Simwe, a concerned resident, appealed to the government for support in providing life jackets to families living around the lake. It is estimated by locals living around the lake that close to 40 people perish from this lake annually.
And key players in the insolvency practice who are judicial officers, magistrates and registrars have trained in critical insolvency practical aspects. This was at the 7th Annual Insolvency Conference in Kampala. The training ensures that the insolvency system in Uganda keeps up with the evolving global dynamic best practices.
The 2-day training from 25th to the 26th of March on insolvency points out the role of judicial officers in handling matters of insolvency.
Insolvency conference is a gathering of different professionals in the insolvency space. We have the judicial officers today who are comprised of the justices of the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal, the judges of the High Court, the registrars and magistrates. The reason why we have this annual conference, this is the 7th annual conference, is to have a discussion on what is emerging in the space of insolvency, business rescue, corporate restructuring, to share experiences in the courts, to share different case scenarios across the borders.
I must congratulate the Registrar General of official receiver for the reforms so far achieved in execution of her mandate as the regulator of insolvency law and practice in Uganda. Let's give her. And we're talking about the reforms that have taken place. Justice Kibet here was my classmate, and we were studying bankruptcy law as a small section of commercial law. And most famous thing we knew about bankruptcy law was the provision of keeping house. And as you can tell, keeping house is a negative aspect of insolvency.
There was need to acquaint in mechanisms of insolvency to attract investment in Uganda.
Note that insolvency law may not be uniform everywhere, and that means that some of the business people that are operating in Uganda and operating in different countries may be facing different insolvency laws. So our people in the judiciary are going to look into all those issues. And for us as URSB, because we are dealing with the companies direct, we have the experience and we've got the feedback.
In the meantime, an efficient insolvency system could only be achieved if there is continued promotion of an understanding of the innovative, global, dynamic insolvency.
I again want to thank URSB for their currently working with the White Board to link us with them in order to benefit our judicial officers through the Judicial Training Institute. Thank you so much for that. Also, URSB.
This year's Insolvency Conference has been on the theme Leveraging Innovative Insolvency Practices for Business Sustainability. Mariona Wari and Annette Sana for UBC.
Meanwhile, unstable rainfall resulting from the effects of climate change is still a major challenge affecting agricultural production. In Kwania District, the production department is promoting the use of small-scale irrigation systems where farmers contribute 25% and government funds the remaining 75% to install on-farm solar-powered irrigation systems.
Rainfall is the most important climatic variable for planning and management of rain-fed agriculture. Unlike before, the onset of rain in the north is yet to come. With the continuation of anthropogenic activities and global warming, it is expected that the pattern could continue to change. Irrigation has been advised as one of the mitigating strategies. In Kwania, the production department is promoting the use of small-scale irrigation system where farmers contribute 25% and government funds the remaining 75% to install the on-farm solar-powered irrigation system.
The solar pumps have capacity of about 40 meters of head, so they have capacity of transporting water to 50 meters in the distance.
The district production and marketing officer noted that production has been low for the last 6 years due to adverse effects of climate change.
But also we are receiving less rain than what we have been receiving. We therefore should have irrigation so that farmers do farming throughout instead of having 2 seasons. And the 2 seasons has not come now for about 6 years now. We are only having a good harvest in 1 season.
The U-Gift funded program was launched in Kwania to improve farmers' livelihoods.
We are expecting over 29 farmers in Kwania to benefit from this.
It's not about politics, it's not about an NRM issue, it's all for all of us. NRM is a very wide party, NRM loves everybody, and wants people to benefit.
Beneficiaries express hope of increased production.
I've been struggling with this water can to water my crop, but I was getting a lot of challenges about it because the water can is very small, like only 9 liters.
It has come at the right time, so I'm sure of producing cabbages and tomatoes at least 2.5 acres this season.
The system can man 2.5 acres and is expected to benefit mainly smallholder farmers interested to transition from subsistence to commercial agriculture. Farmers are expected to co-fund by providing 25% of the total cost as government through the Ministry of Agriculture covers the 75%. Ediolwa, UBC News.
And with that, we take a quick break. When we return, business news.
Fred!
Osmosis.
Freddy! Fred Dollar, my boss, CEO Inojo, the general of generals, the conqueror of conquerors, the first and the final, the sky above the skies, the promised land, the terms and the conditions, the international king crocodile, the source of the
Osmosis.
Nile.
I don't have money today.
Just take a polite loan of 200k to stock my shop. The signs and symptoms of success. The bank commander, not the bank teller.
Why hassle for a loan when you've got MTN Momo? We're sorting. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
TB kills approximately 30 people daily. And 247 Ugandans fall ill of TB disease every day. TB has killed dreams and families. We all deserve a chance in life to hustle, smile. We all deserve a chance to dream and be the best version of ourselves. It is preventable and curable. Know your status. TB testing, treatment, and all TB-related services are free in all government hospitals and accredited private health centers.
Busitema University informs the general public and all its students who qualified for conferment of degrees and award of diplomas and certificates that the university will hold its 14th graduation ceremony on Thursday, 28th March 2024. The function will start at 8 a.m. at Busitema campus in Busia district. The provisional graduation list is available on the university website www.busitema.ac.ug. This graduation ceremony will be broadcast live on UBC TV starting at 10 a.m.
Sent transport to the wrong person? Here's how to reverse it with MTN Mobile Money. Dial *165#. Select My Account. Select Initiate Reversal. You will see your last 3 transactions. Select the transaction you want to reverse. Enter your mobile money PIN and you'll get an SMS confirmation that the transaction has been blocked from being withdrawn. And that's it. Please note, only transactions that haven't been withdrawn can be reversed.
You are still watching Lunchtime News. In business news, the Managing Director of Housing Finance Bank, Michael Mugabi, has emphasized the role of collaboration in fostering economic growth and development. Mugabi made the remarks during a meeting with partners, customers and staff members in Kampala.
Bank's MD Michael Mugabi has stressed the importance of collaboration, drawing comparisons to successful organizations in various industries.
So as Housing Finance Bank, we are here to share with customers out there, with the different partners that have strength and expertise into the vehicle and asset financing, to get a good appreciation of the products and the solutions that we have in the vehicle and asset financing space. And to that end, we've shared quite a number of solutions that we are doing, but also inviting them to know and appreciate that in the vehicle and asset financing space,
The meeting called for the automotive and aviation sectors, highlighting how cooperation among different entities leads to the functioning of complex systems.
You can see a lot of collaboration. You look at the air industry, aviation, the engines, I'm told, are done by a different, company that does the other. But what is interesting is that all these things are done within time and assembled, and we have a product. So collaboration is very key. And for us at Housing Finance Bank, that is why we have invited you, because we know that you have what we do not have, and we have what you do not have.
Collaboration allows organizations to leverage diverse skills and resources, enhancing efficiency, serving customers better, and contributing to economic growth.
We also use the opportunity to share with them the aspect of the new technology, the eco-friendly technology that are climate-friendly or that are eco-friendly. And as Housing Finance Bank, again, we commit to fostering that growth.
The bank's contribution to economic growth, supporting commercial activities and initiatives aims at improving productivity and livelihoods. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries officials and members of CropLife Uganda have held an industry meeting whose objective is to streamline the agrochemicals sector. Now, crop protection products are in the spotlight due to health concerns. According to experts, some of the products used by Ugandan farmers are classified as carcinogenic, meaning they are highly hazardous.
Uganda is an agrarian country with more than 70% of its population dependent on agriculture for food and for income. With a rapidly growing population, commercial farmers are increasingly utilizing agrochemicals to improve yields and combat pests. Uganda's pesticides and other agrochemicals industry is dominated by imports of international standards. Although some of the agrochemicals are very effective in the farms, the products are linked to health challenges such as the rise in cancer cases.
One, there are growing concerns of cancer and other related issues, environmental factors, which we are trying to address. One of the core values that we follow is stewardship. We are looking at ways of ensuring that we are phasing out the products that are outlive their usefulness or are becoming more hazardous, and introducing alternative products that are more user-friendly, that are healthy according to the global standards. But also, most importantly, is that all the members, when they come together, we should be able to identify how to work with the farmers, the environmentalists, the agricultural inspectors, to ensure that whatever we put on the market is actually health for human health and environmental factors. Environment and the environment as a whole.
CropLife Uganda, a national association of manufacturers, importers and suppliers of crop protection products, have met with Ministry of Agriculture to brainstorm on their next course of action.
The chemicals entering through the border, we've said the Ministry is intensifying this. You've also had a bill in woofing which is coming to focus on basically making sure that we are frugal in our regulatory work. At the end of the day, the importers or the distributors and the regulator, as Minister of Agriculture, we are working towards a common person who is the farmer.
Porous borders can be a problem because with borders which are manned by our regulators and of course with UNDS and then URA, we try our best to control, and actually we control. But now when it comes to porous borders, that's where the challenge is. So I think the way forward is also trying to see that even those porous borders, we get means of stationing their staff, so that is also addressed.
Demand of crop protection products have grown exponentially because of increased, more intensive agricultural production and the emergence of new pests and diseases.
These products that we are trading in are the ones that farmers use to grow the crops that are exported to Europe. Now, it is very important that we be compliant with the global standards so that our products are not rejected in Europe.
Dennis Ikoa and Juma Nsamba for UBC News.
to play Ghana in an international friendly tonight.
The Level 3 South Africa Swimming Championships are annual competitions held at the beginning of every year for developing young swimmers. Representing Uganda, the Geta Swim Club fielded 9 swimmers, 7 boys and 2 girls who secured gold medals in their respective races. The standout performance came from the boys' age category of 11-12 years relay team, which earned gold in the medley relay and silver in the freestyle relay. Among the top individual performers was Abdul, who emerged as one of the leading medalists with gold in 100-meter freestyle, 50-meter backstroke, and the 50-meter breaststroke, along with a bronze medal in the 50-meter freestyle. Ethan Tsengoba claimed gold in the 50-meter freestyle event with a time of 26.47.
Wow! Yes!
In football news, the Uganda Cranes, who suffered a defeat in their first friendly match of the year against Comoros by 4-0, will have a chance to redeem themselves as they face Ghana at 7 p.m. local time tonight in Morocco. Mashomira Victor, UBC News.
And that does it for Lunchtime News. Thank you for sticking with us. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Good afternoon.